Rego, and I. Maybe whoever else wants to join too. I'll wait for them to get in, then I'll get started. So you sharing their screen and stuff. I'm live. How's everyone's weekend? Good. I'm finally not sick anymore. Yeah, I couldn't stream on Friday. I sounded absolutely terrible. Sup, Ventura? What's up, Chewy? If no one winds up joining, I guess I'll just run a solo stream because I'm supposed to do 2 this week anyway, since I have to make up for last week. What's goody in the hoodie? Window, trading view. We should probably pull up some, pull up the OXO chart and just sit here and all drool over our keyboards in awe. It's absolutely astonishing and sexy price action that's happening. I hope everybody in this Discord at least owns a small bag of OXO. I probably should have doubled down on John's conviction, but instead I bought like 6 months ago and just have not even opened the wallet since. What's up, grower? Or selling the pump. How disrespectful. Oh wow, early buyer is. Man, this guy got for 500 bucks. He got 4 million OXO. All right, where are my boys at? ETH. He has $97,000 of OXO left. I'll share my screen in a second. What's up, Pat? All right, let's see if I can promote you to a. Can you join up here by yourself? You have to like request. Let's see. Yeah.
Give me a sec. Just need to change my mic.
Put up, not short. Bitcoin's holding up some
How's my mic?
beautiful, as beautiful as ever, Pat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How you doing, man?
I'm all good. I'm all
We're
good.
supposed to get
Thankfully,
Rego
wasn't
and
looking to
Pac up
short that
here.
earlier.
You took a short? You caught it?
No. Thankfully, wasn't short when that move happened.
It actually like
Go on.
I'm kind of pissed it happened because going into Monday, the price action was pretty beautiful, and we kind of like sustained the Sunday pump, which is pretty rare.
Yeah. It does throw
But
always that sort of shit throws a bit of a spanner in the works.
Good. You cut out, by the way.
That sort of like move always throws a bit of a spanner in the works.
If you're talking, I cannot hear you. Oh,
How am I now?
you're better now.
Throws a spanner in the works, like
Yeah.
throws your plans out. It's best to just sort of look at that move as a complete anomaly now, but even then we're still trading back above where we initially broke from, so it's hard to sort of plan from here and what to expect really.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't break down, but I think it's more of the fact that uh, people are now, since this rumor or fake news caused this massive spike, and it probably would have gone higher. It probably would have gone like to 36K if this actually wound up being true. I think people might just kind of go bid heavy now to front run the inevitable news, knowing how the market reacts based off an ETF approval.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's it. Like you said, it realistically, if it was if that move was going to react really badly, we would have sold off lower, back below the point we initially broke from. But instead, we're still holding above. Like, I'm quite surprised it also didn't sell off back towards sort of like 27.4, really. So I think, yeah, despite that move today, market still looks pretty strong, I think.
Yeah, it looks good. I guess usually with these like spike up, spike downs patterns, it's kind of like the same price action. Like you see it a lot with CPI where it spikes up really hard, then fully retraces, then it kind of has this like slow bottom grind up thing, and it just winds up filling the wick. I mean, ideally we
Yeah,
fill the wick, right?
yeah, that would be ideal scenario.
We hit off the daily FTG on perps, I think. Hold on, BTC USDT/P. What wick the highest? Binance?
Mostly Binance, yeah.
Yeah, mostly
I
Binance,
mean,
right?
to be fair, everything was kind of similar. Given it was a fairly big announcement, I think a lot of people ended up trading it, and so volume across all exchanges was pretty good.
It was like a billion
Um,
or something, right? We got like up to $1 billion
yeah,
of volume,
yeah, it was a
which
lot of
for
volume.
nowadays is pretty rare, so it feels kind of good. And I just know when this does happen, not to be long ETH BTC going into this.
Yeah,
It did hit
yeah.
that 0.055 level that I've been waiting for since like I'm not probably almost a year now. It wicked below it. Um, I don't expect. Do you expect this to break down? Do you expect this to hold these range lows?
Um, what, like BTC or
No,
ETH
ETH BTC.
BTC? Jesus, it looks cooked, right?
Yeah, it does. I don't know. I just don't want to be the guy that's betting on an ETH BTC breakdown in a 2-year range.
Well, that's it. Yeah, so we are training sort of at range lows now, like 0.056 area, right?
Hmm.
Um, but this just constant bleed of ETH BTC is wild. To be fair, I was trying
Yeah.
to see if there's any similarities to back in previous bull market, but not
Let's
really
see.
at all.
I think it's holding off a trend line. If let's see, I think this trend line, yeah, it front ran the trend line a little bit from December 2019. But I think what's probably going to happen is when inevitably the BTC ETF gets approved, you just see a massive. You'll probably see a massive move in Bitcoin. You'll see Bitcoin going around or ETH BTC bleed, and then once Bitcoin stabilizes and finds some kind of like base in a consolidation range before the next leg up to like hopefully 40 to 50K, you'll see ETH BTC catch a bid because that means probably at some point there is a ETH ETF around the corner.
Yeah, but as you said as well, that despite the news being fake, BTC done like a just under or just over. It was like a 2K
8%
move, right?
move? Yeah, what is that? Let's see.
27. It was a 3K move, kind of.
Yeah, it's a 13
It was like
13% move. That's fucking massive. It reminds me of is when we
27.50.
first broke. I don't know why it reminds me of this, but when was it? It was I think it was July 2021. We got like this huge 35K, like wick to 35K on Binance. Maybe it was somewhere July 2021. Let's see, BTC USDT/P. I don't know what the news was based off that. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, it was this wick right here.
Was that Tesla, maybe?
Maybe, yeah, maybe it was Tesla news, July 2021, and then market just went bid heavy. But also, this is also when Sam was using all of our money to bid the price of coins. It
Yeah,
set
that was
everything
when he was
higher.
manipulating the market. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe the situation's a bit different here. What's up, Alex? How you doing today? Did any alts catch a spring? Let's see. Hot is up
Sold,
40.
sold it to be fair, but
What is hot and why is it pumping so much?
that's my coin.
Dude, this isn't this an oldie from
Bullish,
like 2017?
bro.
Let's
This shit is bullish, man.
see. I think it's super old. Yeah,
It
it's
is. It's a
crazy
Dino
old.
coin. Yeah, it's Dino coin. But I bought spot back in August.
What does
On
it
I bought
do?
more spot on it. It is it's running an agent centric network. So it's basically a chain that's run by you as a host. So you host your own network, and your own data, your own privacy. Um,
Oh, I think I've heard of this before.
yeah, I mean, it had a crazy run back in.
Oh,
Um,
Holochain, hot.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
think my friend mines this. Isn't it where
I round trip
you
to
can set up like
60x.
you can use other people's electricity, set up your own something, and then like
Yeah,
get mining fees?
yeah, basically.
Interesting.
I think it's. I don't know if there's. I haven't seen anything really news related, but to be honest with you, like it was due relief. Like if you look at the daily chart, like um, it was a pretty nice area to hold. To be honest, like on the daily, I'll send my chart in the chat. Which chat we're using? Like
Hello?
it was. Hello.
Can you hear me? I think it just cut out.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can
there we
hear
go.
you.
Yeah,
Do I
sorry, I just
keep
cut out.
cutting out?
It was my internet just went down. I have
Oh,
shitty internet.
I just posted the chart of the daily, but it was a pretty nice area to look for some relief. I mean, this shit has been down only
Since
since
the big
2021. Like
big
fucking
get
hell.
listing is literally down only. It had
But
that
this,
sweep
yeah,
at the lows in that dirty retest.
yeah, like that daily range high retest. I mean, these are the alts you kind of want to be looking at the moment, right? There's a few alts that have a similar setup, but just these alts that have sort of broken down range low and impulsed, just looking at retesting that range high is like performance, like from hot retest to that range high, it's done like 30% move.
I just like can't come to buy these things because what you can only put like maybe like 2k max size per clip at that,
Yeah,
if that. Then if you want to nuke a 50k position size, which nobody should be trading hot with a 50k position size, you got to like scale out over the course of 8 hours.
that's it. That's why I just bought spot on it, to be honest. I was like,
Yeah, I'm wanting to answer something. Wow, BCH is up a lot today. I wonder if BCH is a good bid if Bitcoin gets its ETF approved.
probably
Probably is, right? I mean, that was why it
June
pumped so
had
hard.
that
Wasn't
crazy
that?
back in
Yeah,
June.
this,
Yeah,
wasn't this
basically.
the reason why?
People were saying it was like the better Bitcoin, like obviously meme wise, but
It wound up outperforming Bitcoin by a
it
ton.
pumped back in June because of the ETF announcement.
Uh-huh.
People bought Bitcoin Cash instead.
Yeah, which is crazy. I guess just because
Hello,
it's easy,
guys.
easy to pump. Oh, what's up, Rego?
Yo,
Yeah, sorry
Welcome
for the
to.
late join. What's up?
No, you're fine, man. No worries. It's on here. Oh, Soul did get a really nice pump. It still can't get over this. What is it? Daily breaker. Let's see. No, not daily breaker. Daily supply zone right here in the point of breakdown. Took the highs. Oh, it's dirty.
I'm just gonna grab some water.
Rego, you catch the move this morning? Anybody catch the move? They
No,
went
I
like
was in the middle of my fucking stream, in the middle of a lesson, and it just popped off.
dude, we have to start timing the markets around our streams because for some reason, every time we
Hmm.
stream, something goes up fucking 40% in a single candle.
Yeah, it's pretty wicked. It's pretty wicked. I think the past two streams I've done, we just got like these rapid movements, and today in particular was pretty crazy.
It's crazy what a single tweet from an account can do to this market.
Yeah, and it just makes you wonder if the news was actually real. Would it have continued?
Yeah, that's what you're talking about now. I was telling Pat how I think Bitcoin now goes bid heavy because people know what the impact of the news is going to bring, so they're just going to front run it and start bidding Bitcoin because it definitely wasn't like recently at least. The potential filings for ETFs, whenever somebody would file, you would just get a quick spike up and a huge sell off. But now, like the actual ETF being approved is obviously a very bullish event.
Yeah, and it seems pretty likely that we'll get that. So
It's crazy, man. You go on Twitter and you see all these like perma bear French dudes, and you're just like, they're just like, yeah, the Bitcoin ETF isn't bullish at all. It's just another sell the news event. Like, who's gonna buy your fucking stupid coins? And like today, you get one tweet from a pretty shitty news source, and it's sent at 13%.
Yeah, it's pretty
it's a pretty
nuts.
big narrative to fade. It's a lot of exposure to new capital. So
Man, it would bring in so much new capital, and not just like
Yeah.
retail capital.
Oh,
Like
like serious. Yeah.
the capital like we actually need in this market. End of the day,
Hmm.
retail, we're doing fuck all to the mechanics in this market at the end of the day.
Yeah, it would be absolutely huge.
And people are saying that this gives them a better reason to not approve it, but like I guess the counter argument is that this gives them almost a better reason to approve it because once you get like a Bitcoin ETF, it's like more, it's definitely a bit safer from an investment standpoint. It's like less tendency to scam, like all that stuff. I don't think the SEC's gonna look at this and be like, oh yeah, we can't get a BTC ETF now.
It is
Oh,
funny. They're going to look at this and be like, how the fuck are we going to get large capital into the market when this shit is scamming 13% because some random Twitter, well, not random Twitter, but somebody posted a false information about it.
I hope it's not the case because if it lines up with the halving in March of next year, I swear to God, 2024 is gonna be so damn good.
Well, the final deadlines are 3 months into 2024, so you'll have your answer by
Jeez.
then, the latest.
Yeah.
That's the absolute latest, and it could be earlier too, right? We still have our third deadline dates, and this is for all 6 and 7 of them. They've been filed over like the past 2 years, maybe even less. But the final deadlines are no later than the third month of 2024. So
It's quite scary how fast it can happen, like today, just randomly, Monday
yeah,
afternoon. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
on any given day, especially the BlackRock one, right? Like the other ones maybe might not have the same sort of effect, but man, the iShares Bitcoin Trust one is that's what you're looking out for. If that gets approved, again, like today, just what we saw today is a testament to what could occur,
I don't even know what
and really
iShares is.
fast.
Is that bigger than BlackRock or is that BlackRock?
iShares is BlackRock. Yeah, that's their issuer, or like their ticker, or whatever you want to call it.
When I saw iShares, for some reason I thought it was like some nothing burger knockoff Apple phone company or something.
No,
That
no,
was
no,
just my
no.
that was my first initial thought because iShares sounds super scammy.
It does, huh? It does sound kind of awkward.
Uh-huh. It should just be like BlackRock Chad ETF or something. Just something that gives confidence, not some like fucking Steve Jobs beta play.
Yeah, it's a bizarre name, but man, I think we find out. I want to say we find out maybe by somewhere between January and February next year.
Oh, that'd be nice. January, February next year. Yeah, then we get the
Yeah,
election.
it's
When's
like
the
3, 4
election?
months away.
U.S. election, November 2024, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, yeah, November of 2024. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you get like
then
a
you have
bullish
the
number.
halvings in April of 2024. Put that together with what we hope to be is ETF approvals mixed with quite a rather significant supply effect for the long term, and that can be a pretty nasty concoction for eager buyers, I should say. It's quite a catalyst that can form.
Let's see what price action looks like going into elections. So we had November 2016, which was here.
We also had the 2020 elections, right?
Yeah. Let's see. November 2016. Literally up only. Then you had 2020. Then you had November 2020, which was post March crash, right? So
Yeah,
May. Yeah, literally up only.
insane.
Look at the chart now, and then you'll have
Is
January
that the
20.
halving?
No, this
Yeah,
is election,
the
U.S. election,
U.S. elections, yeah,
Oh,
which is super interesting. Yeah,
which
people
are
say
usually post halving, right? Like they're slightly post halving. Like when we think about it, April and then
and as well
November.
with Trump, right? If Trump gets elected, it'll be pretty
yeah.
good.
I mean, we still had up only even when Biden was, right? Like we had up only for a little bit there.
You had a 3,000% move off Trump. You had a 300% move off Biden. Then hopefully Trump, we get another 3,000% move. That'll put us somewhere at like $851,000 per Bitcoin.
One could dream, huh? One could dream.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I guess people claim it's not. And what was prior
I mean,
to?
with the ETF stuff, man, assuming we get exposure to like $10 trillion, I don't know. You never know, man. Obviously,
I
one
know.
could dream.
Well, and then so it was 2016. That would have been 2012 election, right? Which was Obama. So November 2012, right? Yeah, look right here.
Safe to assume
It's actually
DC
crazy.
is
November 2016. Then you
yeah,
had
having's usually shortly before it.
yeah.
So
So you
that's
had
interesting too.
oh yeah, look at that. You had halving was on the day of oh no May 2020. Okay, so you had first halving November 28th, 2012, which was yeah. So it seems pretty perfect. I mean, people
Oh,
say
except
U.S.
for the
election.
2012 having, yeah. It's
Yeah,
pretty much everything else is shortly before the figuring out the election results. It's interesting. Very interesting.
chart dent, please. Dent coin, like the OG dentist coin. You're long this chart. Interesting.
I think if
Hmm.
we get a flush into sort of 27.4, or like at least a drop into that region, it could be a pretty nice long if it gives. And then we fill the
That's
wick
where we were at. Yeah. Oh, not even 27.4. That's actually quite low.
27, just below where we were at.
Yeah, I like that too. If you get it fast enough, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Either that or we just continue to grind up slowly, wake out all the chases. Just keep grinding up, keep grinding up, keep growing in dominance. It would fall in line with what we're expecting going into the next like 2-3 quarters. So
Do you guys think well, I mean, I'm still personally waiting for like sub 25k to scale into a majority of my spot. For
I still have bids there.
24,750.
Like
Yeah.
I still have bids there. I just think it's an area of value. Do we get it? I don't know, but it's always there. 25 to 23. Like I would love to get that. Like just prolong and chop this out until the halving. I wish, but
And
yeah,
the halving
that's
is
where I
what
want to
date?
go.
March?
It should be sometime in April.
Yeah, 2024 estimate,
Yeah,
April estimated.
it should be sometime in April. So
I also don't really get why people are so bullish. Let me just pull up a chart, right? And you just take like the entire range highs from 2022 and you just draw a fucking horizontal box and we're just holding it, right? And we're also have made like I don't really understand. People are calling this like a lower high. We had a higher high, we had another higher high here, then we had a lower or a higher low here, and now we're on our way to make some form of a higher high. Unless it's just a massive head and shoulders, Butch. Would it
yeah,
be great?
it's tricky. It looks like it's going to take a bit more time to resolve. I mean, unless you get a decision. Again, it all depends on these events coming forward, these deadlines coming up. Because we need an argument to assume demand would be there, right? For having to have such an effect. And that's kind of what everybody's just kind of leaning towards, like the grayscale court ruling, right? With the SEC not willing to appeal that decision shows kind of maybe in their interests not to contradict themselves if they're looking to approve later down the line. So that's my stance on it. That's what I think is going to happen. But yeah, that's why it would be cool to assume that price continues going up from here. But I really do think it's just going to waste everybody's time. You might get wicks
Yeah.
into 25, 23. But
Just expecting things too soon, still, I think.
yeah, it's you be patient at these levels. You target areas that you have long term interest in, and then you wait it out. But for like daily swings and long term leverage plays, it's kind of not there just yet. At least not to me.
We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. We're stuck from like the swing low from the initial all-time high back in Jan 2021, and then we're stuck above the 2022 range highs, which is a great place to be stuck. I'd rather be stuck
Mhm.
here than stuck below 2022 range highs like 24K.
Yeah,
So I
you
think
don't
it's
want to be there.
no,
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
You really want to clear 31.8, 32.4, like then I think we can go back and just assume higher is on the board. But till then, we look to hedge towards that level. At least that's what I would do. Any sort of leverage play you might have till that level clears.
Yep, I'm not happy leaving that high in from July at all.
You want to take it?
Like I think any like sweep above that high and a break back below can be a very nice short. Of
Yeah,
course, if we
exactly.
start to
That's
hold above sort of 32K, then likely we're going to be trading back towards 38. But that
yeah.
high to me doesn't scream a top, or at least like was a local top, but not something for us to see a massive pullback like back in July. So I've been waiting for that to get swept. But again, just wasting time and just got to let it play out and come to you really.
It was pretty close today.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was really close. 30K, man.
Good.
I was just kind of sitting there going, what the fuck?
Dude, if they
Yep.
waited another 15 minutes to say it was fake news, we would have gone above that high.
Who knows, man? But we were just kind of sitting there, and I'm like, okay, this is a bit too ridiculous to not have some sort of news behind it. You know, like we teleported, like we actually teleported.
I'm glad we didn't though, because with these sort of moves, especially when they're like kind of an anomaly, like clearly that move was based off people aping because of the news. If we
Oh,
had taken that
100%.
high, I wouldn't have known. Like that would have thrown me off completely. So I'm glad we didn't,
Yeah,
because I've been
and what
waiting for
made
that
it a
high to
bit
get sweep for ages
Yeah,
to
Pat,
get
and what made
swept.
it like a bit more like difficult to gauge was also like there was a spot bid over the weekend, like there actually was on
Yeah.
Coinbase. So everybody was like kind of trolling, saying it was Sailor again. So when we kind of heard this news, I think everybody thought it was for real, especially Cointelegraph. You know, people kind of probably assumed that was a legit source for a brief moment. But you should have seen the tape; it was going fucking mad. Like
Yeah,
everybody
there
was
was
aping.
people were like last week on Bybit, some absolute Chad somehow held through so much chop. And like Vent commented on it last night and said likely, this person is expecting some sort of news. And I guess it was this news. I don't know, like narrative always follows or whatever. You can think what you want about what someone's doing with position. But just the idea that such a large position held underwater on Bybit for ages, which is very, very, very rare. It was like it was waiting for something. So
Yeah,
I'm
and I mean, you can kind of tell that the market is positioning for the approval and for the halving just by looking at the dominance percentage. It has grown significantly since the lows of 2022, right? So right then and there, like we could just assume that large interest and large players, some are more inconspicuous than others, and some are a lot sloppier than others when it comes to finding an entry. Like Sailor's terrible at this. Like he's actually terrible at this, but there might be some underlying sharks here that have interest.
He's just
Are
got
getting a bit
infinite clip.
impatient. He does. He has an infinite
Yeah,
clip. This guy. It just never
yeah.
ends. It
You
never ends
guys
with him.
think that buying MicroStrategy stock is a good idea going into the
I feel it's a good
inevitable bond?
mirror. It's a really good mirror to having like a Bitcoin position in a traditional stock market. I mean, they own a large
Coin as
percentage.
well, right? Going into
Yeah,
that bull
Coin
market.
two, yeah. If you're bullish on crypto going into 2024, you should be bullish on Coinbase making more of a profit than usual, right?
Well, I mean, they're also bringing out futures, right?
yeah.
Especially for us guys in the UK, which is fantastic news.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
think
interesting. That's very
I think
interesting.
likely would be
Coin has
KYC,
more upside
obviously.
than MicroStrategy. Yeah, we talked about Coin, I think it was 2 weeks ago. Like just buying some like super long dated call positions and just shut your brain off until 2025. I've calculated MSTR typically does 2 to 3x BTC moves. By the way, it's like leverage BTC play. Doesn't always very manipulated. So interesting. I have not actually considered
Did
that.
you guys answer his question about Does it make sense to have 50% Bitcoin, then 50% alts, or do we mainly focus on Bitcoin, then buy alts later? That's my biggest struggle.
What do you guys think? I have a very strong opinion about this.
Well, we know what Rego thinks, so
No.
Should we just
Hear me out.
server
Hear me
mute him?
out.
Let's
Hear
just
me out
server
on
mute him.
this. Hear me out on this. Hear me out on this from slash biased slash not really, sort of kind of not really a BTC maxi. I think when the cycle is focused on Bitcoin's growth, that's where you should turn your attention to. But at the same time, when the signs of the distribution begin to appear, you want to pick your winners. And that's where I believe alts outperform, and that's where I believe more of the money could be made. It's just you have to see the growth in BTC first to assume a real alt cycle to return. Like I think that's fair, no?
No, I think
yeah,
it's 100%
yeah.
fair.
Like
Because
any other alt cycle we've seen since 2016, since their inception, is a large Bitcoin growth followed by a decline in its dominance, followed by large appreciation in price of lower caps. So I think it's not going to be easy to time it from top to bottom, but you could definitely see when the momentum shifts, and that's when you
yeah,
should
and rotate in.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just don't think there's any reason to divert from the holy plan of the way that traditional crypto cycles go. It's just everyone will try something different, but in the end of the day, everyone just winds up doing the exact same thing. And if you try something different, you're probably going to underperform the majority of people. It's just like I always say, wait to make your concentrated alt bet, at least for a fresh narrative post Bitcoin all time high, because that just gives you confidence that there's actually fresh capital flowing into the market. There's no, in my opinion, like I don't like sure maybe if you want to accumulate Solana or shit like that, but I personally would rather wait for the markets to be risk on than taking my precious capital and trying to accumulate an alt, praying it's especially an older alt and praying it's going
Yeah,
to make fresh all time highs, because the majority of alts will not make fresh all time highs.
this is where I agree with you. Like you want to be focused on price discovery style price action during that moment where nobody really knows what the price or value of these things actually are. When everybody's convinced once again that everything solves everything, that's kind of when you want to apply your capital, because even if you're missing ticks off the bottom, you're going to catch majority of the move. There are enough signs to see it.
that's why sort of going into the next run, my main priority for picking up spot is the likes of Lido, Magic, Arb,
I
OP,
think
like
yeah, I
fairly
think
new cryptos that are just like started floating in now through the bear
Exactly.
market. Projects
Yeah,
that are building in the bear market haven't been around previously. Like
exactly.
the upside is necessarily infinite for them because there's no previous history. So yeah, I
yeah.
agree with that.
Yep.
Yeah, just if you look at my chart, I mean, it's not very cleanly scaled, but if you look at my chart right now, here's the 60, like the 12 to 65K rally. Then you see the entire distribution phase right here, and that's where alt dom dropped like almost 50 to 60%, and that's when you got um, that crazy, distribution range and the crazy alt run, the massive sell off.
Yep.
Rip.
I think OXO is definitely a good concentrated bet going into this bull run,
Yeah,
just
that
because of
as
all
well.
privacy concerns. Obviously like the SEC and everything, cracking down crypto taxes and possibly MetaMask and Uniswap going
Taxes?
KYC.
And it's also just a perfect example of what it is to trade. Price action is still discovering what it's really worth. OXO's chart is fucking beautiful, man. Like,
Honestly, this is probably one of the better performing coins in the last liquid higher market cap, mid market cap coins in the last probably 2 months. What is tax? Yes. By the way, if you're an American and you extended your taxes are due today, I think.
are
Instead
they
of the
for you
16th. Yep.
guys? Huh?
Uh, yeah, the 16th if you wind up extending your taxes for like a business or an LLC or something like that.
Yeah, for my business, they're due in a couple months. Oh fuck, it's already October. It's true.
What's taxes? What is
Yeah.
Good
tax?
old taxes, huh?
We don't
Fun.
talk we don't talk about taxes.
We don't do that over here.
OXO, look at this shit. Up 11% on the day again.
It's honestly just like the most clean, brain dead fucking chart ever. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
like
just trending on every time frame you can think of. It's just
yeah,
trending so clean. Every
you
touch of
have
EMA, every fucking time.
yeah.
It's just so clean.
If you look at my chart, it held the swing low that created the all-time high. broke the trend line, perfect clean retest, went up, rejected the FTG, wound up flipping the FTG, then made new all-time highs. I'd be
The 4
concerned if
hour
it
is clean,
deviated.
man.
Yeah, it's fucking beautiful. I'd be
It's
concerned if
all
it
clean. It's
deviated
nuts.
over the old all-time
Just the
highs because a lot of coins right now, at least like these on-chain higher market cap coins, tend to, when you get like this long period of price action, they tend to deviate over the all-time highs. Like Unibot did it, RLB did it, uh, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, Inu did it. So I really don't like. I really
I can't
don't
believe we
want to.
have to say that in
You can just
2023.
you can just call it hippos, which somebody made a really funny analogy. Like my friend, Art School Project, she's like, it's so funny how like 2020, 2021, like all of the meme coins were like cute cats and dogs and birds, and then like in 2023, it's just fried schizophrenia, like deep fried schizophrenia.
It really does scream out what the internet really is all about, man. I swear.
I like
people
it
just
better though. It
lost
might be
for.
a little turnoff for retail at least because they're not there, like they don't like understand the psychology behind like the crypto people and the way their brain thinks. So like,
I
are
will
they
tell
gonna?
you what. I will tell you what retail does understand is that if something is worth 3 pennies, it can one day be worth $1, and that's all they really care about. So
Yeah.
as long as they feel compelled enough to make this decision, they'll do whatever it takes. You know, we saw it with Doge. We saw it with other things. Too many.
Yeah. Did you guys
You know,
hear about the Shiba coin thing? Like, you know Shiba,
I
you
did
knew
not.
obviously. So apparently, if you look at my my screen right now, apparently there was a original Shiba Inu that launched 20 days before the one that went to like a few $1 billion market cap.
Oh wow.
Uh, and I mean, it launched May 2021. It's looks pretty shitty right now, but he caught some fucking massive bid over the last few days when people caught It's like old school deployer narratives.
Hmm.
Let's see, it went up.
Or could it be that they just bought the wrong one?
Yeah, it's like a community
Could
takeover
be.
kind of coin.
Interesting.
Check out banana. Did a follow? Look at that. If anybody's been following my banana play into general for the last like month and a half, it finally took these listing lows and now it's starting to regain these listing lows. So this is where I had like the majority of interest in buying, which I'm not going to buy because 318K volume on a $57 million market cap coin is not doesn't really stimulate my Peter in the right way.
Kill me, man.
So we're gonna just ignore this for now. We'll let some more price action develop, maybe around this swing low right here.
This has been a really volatile day. Holy shit, dude.
I'm happy I'm not trading because I definitely would have gotten liquidated.
Yeah, as soon as we got that pump on BTC on that news, I closed my longs. I was like, if this news is fake, my shit is getting slammed. And a lot
Good
of it
call.
did.
Good
Yeah.
call. Sometimes
I
the
really
intuition is the strong one.
Does anybody in the chat have any questions, general questions, whatever you guys want to ask? Any coins you want me to chart? And then
I hate to say it, but Link actually looks okay.
ASCR. Oh man. And everybody, in a few days, we need to wish Rego a congratulations this weekend.
Is it like this weekend?
is
I'm
I'm trying
supposed to.
not to try not to think about it too much until the day. So oh no
Well,
way
it's not.
Solana hit my bids like this, man.
ASTR. Interesting. Is this the right thing?
150.
Hot coming back down. I hope not.
Whoa, what
Don't
the
know.
fuck is this? What am I looking at over here?
What, hot?
No.
Send
ASTR right
my
in front of you.
bags to the moon.
Is this the right coin? AST? Is this what I'm looking at? Yeah. I don't even know how to chart these coins because the price action is so ugly. There's like literally no clean defined levels.
It just like the thing is with this, it's just been bleeding for so long, right? Like you need to, for me to bid something like this, I need to see some sort of development. When it's just like been in down only, how long? How many weeks is that for?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Probably about
5,
2 months.
6.
Just take
Yeah, 2 months. Yeah.
ASTR.
I mean, I do like the idea of sweeping where they wicked, you know,
Yeah,
just before that rally up. I mean, like,
like
assuming there's
here,
still a strong bid there, then yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sweep
like
these lows below. Maybe you could like look for a reversal from there, but
But
I wouldn't bin
yeah,
this without sweeping
Yeah,
the
just
bidding
short.
deploy the mean reversion, just like an immediate, the bid is weak. Just close
bidding
it.
bleeding alts when Bitcoin Dom is on a ripper and there's a potential Bitcoin ETF is just terrible. You might as well wait for that typical 200 to 300 day accumulation phase where the chart smiles, winds up breaking range high, has a clean retest and bid there. It's a much safer play. Soul. Let's check out Soul. Oh yeah, disregard this. This is just to piss off Zach on my chart. All right, I'll chart link. Soul's pretty clean. I think that it needs to flip 26 to go higher.
Yeah, I got the same area. If it can flip 26, it probably goes like back to 40 plus.
Yeah, because 26 is the swing low from the all-time high back in July of 2021. It's like a super clean level to flip. Then you flip this you flip this daily supply zone right in here, and it probably winds up taking this wick up here and goes to maybe like 44 is a zone too. If I was to bid Sol, where would I bid Solana? I like 20
Around
as a bid.
50.
I don't like how it ran. Actually, it has these equal highs now, at least on spot. Chart Doge. Oh wait, let me chart link first for this gentleman.
Those guys was looking at it this morning. Actually, kind of looks like there could be some relief on it soon as well. Just got to flip a little bit higher, but
Yeah, I think no matter what, it's like throwing a few $1,000s into Doge for the next cycle is like a guaranteed 2 to 5x.
well, yeah, especially if all this rumors about Elon implementing it as a payment system into X or Twitter.
Yeah, and he's probably more likely to do it when the market's hot and there's a lot of eyes on Doge than he is just when Doge is slowly bleeding to zero. Link, it just looks dead to me. I think that you'll probably, as long as it holds these lows right here, you'll probably just get some sideways period of no volume until they release their V2 or their social fi platform and push some good updates. And it probably runs to maybe 18 cents to or 17 cents to 20 cents.
This sideways on Link is just insane, isn't it?
Yeah, just not a lot of interest anymore. Let's check out Doge. I always love looking at the Doge chart. Oh my god. I mean, from a weekly perspective, it's literally hold here or it's actually going to
Yeah,
zero.
yeah.
It needs, this is most coins. They're either like Sol, for example, same thing. It's struggling to gain this swing low that created the initial all-time high, and then Doge is holding it. So it's just kind of created this giant price floor here.
It sort of
Like,
gives me similar vibes to July 21 bottom. I remember looking at a lot of alts back in July 21 on BTC, and they just looked like they were on a cliff, And if they
then
didn't
they did
hold
that.
there, they were gonna drop. And then yeah, we saw another bounce. We saw like
Then
relief
it did
from
that
them.
crazy 3 drive spike down pattern, and then it just instantly reverted, and most of them went to
Yeah,
all-time highs.
yeah.
I think Doge, ideally, you probably run all of these lows right here down to maybe 4 cents, 4.2 cents, and then you either bid that or you bid a reclaim of 0.055. To retest for OXO. Let's check out OXO. It's just so tricky bidding here, man. Only because first of all, the entire degeneral chat has been talking about OXO like it's a piece of their soul for the last 4 months. So it's John was saying buy pretty much all these lows right here. We did multiple streams about it. So if you didn't get in, it's really hard for me to advise you to chase, especially when it's up 300%, just because it literally had 4 months to buy in this one right here. But I think it's safe to say you want to buy a retest of previous all-time high around 0.09, pretty easy invalidation with cut below 0.08. And then if it winds up losing below 0.8, you would look for 0.067 again, where this is FTG lands right here. I think that's probably a decent bid. Or you just buy here, sell at $10, and then buy a yacht and never talk to your family or any of your friends again. Zek, oh boy. Like Zek is something you couldn't pay me to. Like you could be like, Guru, here's $100,000 for Zek, and I think I'd rather send it, like put it on the blockchain and send it to like $100,000 of ETH to a dead address and just burn it for the sake of the deflationary aspect. Like this literally looks terrible. It's actually at March 2021 lows right here. Like if you're gonna bid it, right? Like this is probably where you're gonna buy Zek. It's at the FTL from March 2021 into weekly support. But like below here, it's pretty much no man's land, and you're hoping they do some type of rebrand or they get their own ETF. I don't know. There's just something that you should never consider buying. Sure, it will go up and get a bull run, yeah, most likely. But there's definitely be better plays. Oh, aimbot, one of my favorite coins to chart. Aimbot looks great still. This is all from my thread I did. Look at just very, very simple. Hold that 10 million resist, right? As you've known from market cap resist and all my threads and all my education. If it breaks 10 million, it usually goes to 20 to 30, went to 21 million here. Then you want it to hold, 10 million again. It's holding 10 million, kind of doing a rounded bottom here. It's actually a really decent looking chart. A nice trend line here, probably at what, a 70% pullback, I'm guessing. Yep, 70% pullback. Yeah, this is something I would definitely keep an eye on. Lever. What's lever? Wow, what a weekly chart. What happened here? What the fuck? Was lever was this a cartel coin? Anybody remember?
Yeah. Yeah. I was trading it a bit. It had a crazy bid.
Just super ugly price action.
Yeah, that sell-off was nuts.
Yeah, it looks like it's going lower. I'd like to bid, if I was gonna bid lever, I'd like to bid the FTL at 0.011, stops below these lows right here. Target, I'll show you what I take this for the setup. I would take this into daily demand, stops below here. You would target here for a 31% move, and then probably target like maybe these range lows up to this green box right here. Look at Bacon's indicator coming in clutch with the FTL, FTG. Is Crow dead? I think Crow had some problems back during the FTS stuff about them not being able to show proof of reserves. But Crow
Check
is a
crypto.com.
yeah, Crow's a pretty big normie outlet for normies to get involved with crypto.
They had some issues with their staking or something, right? Was it the staking?
I don't remember. I haven't been following exchange tokens. I know they had really bad optics though. During the whole FTX thing, the exchange owner was tweeting a bunch of really stupid shit when the entire world was on fire. From weekly looks a little bottomed, right? It's sweeping these lows right here. Got like I think Aztec trades this pattern. What's this pattern called at Aztec trades? It's like called a bullish. What's the name?
Bullish checkmate.
Yeah, bullish checkmate, right? Is that what this essentially is?
Sort of. What is that on the weekly?
Yeah, that's weekly. Bullish check, yeah, it's like this, right? It actually looks exactly like a bullish checkmate. Bunch of red candles, then you get these like kind of dojis with these long shadow wicks
Consolidation.
below support, and then you usually get like 2 or 3 weekly Chad candles.
Did Cointelegraph follow up on their tweet?
Yes, they did. They said they apologized and they are going to look into the matter and report back in 3 hours.
Right. We apologize. Was all that Kobe stuff fake?
Yeah, that was fake.
Okay.
Oh, they deleted the apology tweet too. How funny.
Oh, they deleted the whole tweet, yeah. Can't find it.
And it's more likely that it came from like a unidentified Telegram source, which makes
Bro,
it even.
using white Twitter, man. Oh my god.
I only use
Help your
What
rights,
the
dude.
fuck, dude?
I don't use dark mode for anything. I use light mode for literally everything. I can't deal with dark mode.
Fuck.
It hurts
Do
my
you wear
eyes.
glasses?
Yeah, I do.
Hurts my eyes.
Hurts your eyes.
Hurts my eyes. What the fuck?
Actually, I have to find my glasses. Thank you for reminding me.
No kidding.
My doctor would be pissed at me. Yeah, but Crow does look like a bullish checkmate pattern.
How's DXY doing? DXY is still holding above that 105 as well.
What is
What's your
DXY?
DXY? Yeah, Rego, what's your thoughts on DXY?
EXY. I pull it up right here. I'm pretty sure we're trading under daily resistance, right?
I charted this like literally. I think I charted
Load.
this like 2 months ago.
Yeah, like it's in the process of confirming a breakdown here. Wouldn't you agree? Like,
Oh man, if
Oh
it
yeah,
breaks down,
if
it's
it
going to
loses,
100.
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's what I
If it
think.
goes to break out, yeah.
Especially if we're to assume that only one more rate hike, perhaps even easing afterwards. Like it's everything's kind of like coming together. I would expect weakness here on the dollar, but
Man, if dollar can fall back into the 100 to 90 range going into 2024, we are going to make so much money. Because what was the bull run? It was all through here. Actually, wait, the dollar went up during the bull run. No, it didn't. Wait, no, it went down. Okay, May 2020, November 2020. It went up during the altcoin run. Interesting. Like July 2020, it fucking mooned, but I guess that really had no effect on it. What was
Is the
2017?
bear market just a bit of a blur for you guys too?
this one,
Yeah.
this
Well, I
one
mean,
felt
this is my
more.
first bear market.
It's your first
Uh,
bear market?
Yeah. I got in.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I
this one
somehow.
felt a
Well,
lot
I'm not gonna
more.
say I made it through yet, but I'm
It's
almost B
strange.
plus.
Like compared to the other one, this one felt more like end of the world-ish.
It felt
This
from
one
a
felt a
news
lot worse.
perspective, yeah, but from a perspective, okay, so like, I think the key difference from if you're talking about like in that sense is that in 2018, 2019, you literally felt like crypto was never going to come back. There was no eyes on it. There was no headlines. You had no interest from funds and all these
That's true.
large enterprises, and you literally were just completely betting that one day crypto go mainstream. Now it's mainstream, and now you're betting on, like, for example, BlackRock ETF and all these large parties to wind up allocating towards Bitcoin. But
Just
yeah, from
betting on
an
that 1+ of adoption, right? That higher
uh-huh.
area of adoption every year.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and yeah, I guess you're right with that one. It's 2018, 2019 felt like crypto was still in its a joke phase, and for all we know, it might still be. But um, definitely in 2018, 2019, it felt like crypto could never be taken seriously again, and it got an influx of people, and it just was not ready to handle it. I remember Coinbase being lagged up. I remember the Bitcoin network being lagged up, took like hours and maybe even a couple $100 to move your stuff on the chain, right? So um, it felt like it could never be taken seriously again, and then people started to take it seriously again, leading into the next run. And this bear market felt more like an attack on the industry, really, because right after that came regulations and a lot of them, but it felt much more easier to see it coming this time. I don't know, like. My first bearish cycle was I was still pretty noobish. I didn't really understand what was happening. This one felt a lot more. Every event had like a significant response to it, and it just like all you have to do is kind of just really hedge up.
It was definitely more entertaining for sure. There was
Uh,
there was a
yeah,
lot,
yeah,
yeah,
it
a
was.
lot
It
going
was.
on. There's honestly so much information to absorb. It's nearly impossible to remember everything. Versus like back in 2018, when there was a major event, it was like a major event. But right now, there's so many damn major events. Like I can't rewind the last 2 years and tell you everything that's happened.
Yeah, these past 2 years were brutal with started with Luna, right? Did it start with Luna or no? It started with the announcement of tightening, right? That's what began
Now
it.
it's well, I think it definitely the main crash
It
started
was
with Luna.
3AC, wasn't it? Started it all.
The Luna
Yeah,
crash
but
was
we had news of tightening on the rates, right? Like that
Luna
was
crash
around
was
2022, right? Like early.
Luna crash was May 2022,
Yeah, but we
and
had news of tightening earlier than that. I think it's
yeah,
been that was like in November of 20.
no, it was a no. Look at this was when Luna crashed right here. This whole
Oh
thing right
yeah,
here,
that
and
was brutal.
then this was 3AC into this was 3AC, and then November 22 is
It was
FTX crash.
FTX.
Yeah, so you had Luna
Unbelievable.
here, you had 3AC here, and then you had FTX here.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it all started with Luna pretty much. It's crazy. One Ponzi blows up and the entire industry goes under.
Yeah, it's contagion for you.
Yep.
Contagion. We still have yet to determine some other exchanges, but I want to assume they're safe. But we don't know
Or
that for sure.
What the fuck is this chart? USD Turkey versus the Turkish dollar?
Oof, it's not
This
looking
looks like
good.
this looks like a honeypot.
that's bullish, man.
Not looking good.
100x that.
How my turkey bros doing? You guys hanging in there?
This is like Argentinian peso, no? Like kind of the same thing.
That's
Yeah.
kind of that's crazy to be fair.
It really is.
Oh my god. I remember Tyborg talking about it back when it was pumping in April last year, and now I didn't realize it's still been going up.
Yeah, I remember charting it a
Individual
couple
chart.
times with him. Yeah, it's gotten out of control now. What's the BDC price in comparison to the lira? I mean, I'm curious.
Check US to Iranian rial. I didn't even know.
It's
I didn't
746. I
Is
guess
it an
what's the
all-time
conversion
high?
on that?
I didn't
No,
even know
it's not an
rial was
all-time
a
high.
currency.
Interesting. Argentina BDC is at an all-time high in its currency.
It nearly wicked to all-time high today.
That's interesting. Yeah, coming to a
Shit.
currency near you, or at
What's
least it
the
certainly
ticker
feels
for
like that.
what's the
For
ticker
what?
for rial? Amani? Huh. Can't find it. Amani.
What are you trying to look up?
The Iranian USDIRR.
Hey,
USDI.
oh my god. What the fuck? I didn't
Alright,
realize
alright.
how much this had sold off.
This looks like
I'm
another.
talking about ape.
Ouch.
This looks like another honeypot. Wonder if these currencies get stronger as DXY goes
Damn,
down, but
US dollar
honestly,
supreme over here. What the fuck?
yeah. Ape thoughts. First of all, oh my lord. It literally took the Nance listing load.
My reaction as well.
That is really bad.
Yeah.
This is the base C coin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. How much are base C's worth now?
I think around 25 ETH, maybe 30. Let's see.
Which is ETH's worth. What's ETH
60,
worth again?
15, 60.
100. Yeah, geez, that is crazy, isn't it? I mean, that's the floor, but
Check. 40, yeah, 25 ETH. Yeah, I mean, are you betting on apes making a comeback next cycle and there being a blue chip? Because if that's the case, you'd want to buy ape over BAYC. Um, Obviously, coins have always run much harder than NFTs, especially in current market conditions. But am I going to sell my kidneys in Mexico and buy ApeCoin right now? Absolutely not. Yeah, I don't know. This is a coin that you only bid if there's a bid or some kind of narrative. This is not a fun looking chart. Check out Pepe. How's Pepe looking?
Something like Pepe
Yeah, we're
could
back at
be
20.3.
good for the next run, you know, like if you're talking about meme coins.
Yeah, I think Pepe will do fine. I think that if you want to chuck like a liquid 6 figs into a meme coin, you probably buy Pepe. If you're more of a gambler, you can buy like 10 coins for $10,000 each and probably wind up making more, especially at the height of the market. But I don't know. I don't really have any interest in bidding it. I'd
We're
rather
really
gamble
curling
on
up
other
here.
shit. Are we?
Yeah.
Anyone catch this Joe coin thing? The yellow smiley face guy? Very typical shitcoin pattern here. Insiders in, distribution happens, distribution gets better, community takes over, retest, then you get clean all-time high break, retest, and parabolic move after. You said Bitcoin's moving?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
at
wow.
28.4 almost. It's kind of curling up, bounced off 28.1 perfectly. That's crazy.
Yep. Doing that pattern.
Be nice to see
Build
it
the
go up
wick.
from here. Wow.
I do have to run though shortly, guys. I got a call at 2:30 I got to attend to. Otherwise, it was a solid hour. Does anybody, before I step off, you guys are more welcome to continue, but does anybody have any other questions or anything?
Yeah, I was just gonna say probably hop off in a minute. Sort dinner out and stuff.
Lots of big positions opening.
Gotta have my beans today.
Are these, what are these? Mount 500.
A lot of
Are these
big positions
calls? Oh
opening.
yeah, they're calls. Interesting.
Bedroom.
Oh, nice, Bacon, you're quite the dev, dude. Very proud of you. Built some cool shit, man. Yeah, I'm not good at options whatsoever. A lot of my friends check options data
Bacon,
and they're pretty good at it.
have you set up a bot through Levitus then? Or do they have one on there?
Pulling
What an
API from
for
big options flow.
Oh, nice. That's useful to know.
Cool, guys. Think we'll wrap it up for today. All right. Well, Pat and Rego, great talking to
All
you
right.
guys.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, guys.
Thanks for not leaving me high and dry on the stream. Thanks for stepping in and having a great conversation. Happy Monday. I wish you volatility, green candles, and heavy profits.
Wagney.
All
See you guys.
All right, guys. Take
right,
care.
everyone. Take care. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.